Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Deji. How are you, please?
Very well, very well. So, for the benefit of those that will be listening to this interview, can you give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Okay, my name is John Okeke. I'm a trader and convener of the United Force for Justice. Based on a lot of injustice going on in Nigeria, so I go around helping people, assisting people who might not really have access to justice, just the little way I can. That's what I actually do, please.
Okay, so Mr. John, what is this case that you want the public to be aware of?
Okay. Last week, is it on Saturday? Yeah, last week Saturday, I heard of information because I've not been around for the past 2 months. I traveled to the east. So
Hmm.
when I came back, someone in the neighborhood told me and pointed at a guy named Daniel. That
Which
did I
neighborhood?
hear what he did in Songo Tedo, Ogombo area?
Okay.
So did I hear what he did? I said, what is it? And he now gisted me the story. And what he told me is that he impregnated a 15 years old girl,
Hmm.
and they now had an agreement with the community, both the mother and whatever, to abort the baby.
Hmm.
So on Monday, I said okay because I couldn't call any Lagos State agency on weekend. So I said okay, let me call on Monday or Tuesday, if I may recall. So on Tuesday, I put a call through to DSVA. And they didn't pick my call, but later on in the evening, someone picked when I called around 4. So I informed them of what happened, pleading with them that I know this suspect, but I don't know the victim. But I will need their assistance with one of their officers to come down to the area and we can trace the mother or the victim. But I didn't hear from them. So I continue investigating on my own to get more findings. So someone says they know the area where this Danielle impregnated the girl. So I move in a bit, get some facts more, and what they told me is that they have pressured the mother to relocate the little girl to the village, that she's wayward or something. You know, that kind of African mentality. So they relocated the girl. So on Thursday or Wednesday, I went to Ogombo police station. So I asked for the human rights section. So they directed me to ASP Ireti, and I told her what I had, and I need her to assist me in finding the victim.
That's
So
Wednesday,
she
February
volunteered that
19th.
any
Wednesday, February
yes, just
19th.
yes, yes, yes. So when I went there, she agreed with me that, oh, that's good. So she now said I should make more findings, that once I get any information, I should call her, that she will help with apprehending whoever they need to apprehend.
Hmm.
So I left. I think on Friday or Thursday, I'm not very sure. I moved. I moved to the place myself,
This
asking
place
if
you
I
are
can
talking
get
about,
information from.
Mr. John, this place you are talking about, is it a particular estate? If it's an estate, what's the name of the estate? If it's a community, what's the name of the community?
I think they call it Thera Miracle Zone. It's
Okay.
located in Ogombo. Thera Miracle Zone is located in Ogombo. So
Okay.
I move into their front gate. Then I approach somebody sitting down there who claimed to be the security manager, or estate manager. So I asked him that this is my mission, that I'm trying to find a woman that the daughter was impregnated and made to abort. He said he never heard of any story. So there were three security guys at the gate. So I called one and approached that one. He said he's aware of the story, that he knows the woman. And I said, good, good. Immediately he says he knows the woman, and I talked to the estate manager, who refused to identify himself or release his number to me. Now says and I told him that, please, this guy knows the story, that they should be here. You should not let the guy go, so that I will quickly go and bring in the police, who have the statutory power to investigate this case. So I put a call to ASP Reti. She said I should drive down to Ogombo police station to pick her up. So I quickly drove down to Ogombo police station to pick ASP Reti and her colleague down to the place. Coming back, we met the guy. We didn't meet the estate manager. So the security guy was like, please, let my manager come. I cannot follow you to show you the place. Let my manager come. So the manager came and asked ASP Reti for her identification as a police officer. She gave her identification. Then the next thing he says that this boy cannot take you there, that it's going to affect his job, it's going to affect his relationship with. I said, why? That is only helping a victim. He changed it. ASP Reti did all possible best for them to take us to the victim house, but we are being denied. So at the end, we all got frustrated. So I decided to take a step into the place, make my findings. Fortunately, I met the security guy. What he told me is that the manager, that matter was reported to the manager, that the manager is aware, because the community is a very small community, that the manager is aware, but, you know, he does not want to run into trouble with his job. And I said, okay, no problem. So I left with ASP Reti back and drove her back to her station, and says if I find anything, probably I'm going to bring in a petition to the police for them to arrest the manager, and because it's more like they are helping with concealment, which is actually against the law of sexual violence or whatever. So I said, maybe I'm going to come with a petition and also bring a petition to domestic violence sexual agency or whatever. I'm going to bring a petition so that a proper investigation will commence. Those that are concealing or aiding and abetting will be arrested, and whoever is found guilty by the law should face the law. That's my belief. So that is the stage I am currently in, and I hope the society should understand that rape is not a small crime. Whoever perpetrates such crime should face the law. That's my belief. It's not a community thing. It's not something the community should feel like it's within our community. We should cover it up. That's just my own belief. It's something that the people who are the law are meant to handle such a law should take charge of it and prosecute such matter.
Okay. Any idea of the age of the victim?
15 years old. I was told she's 15 years old girl.
What about the suspect?
The suspect is about 30 years or more, between 30 and 32.
Okay. Any idea of what his job, if he's somebody that works in that particular community?
Yeah, the suspect I had was working as a security in that community before he found another job in a pure water factory. Then from the pure water factory, found another job in another factory, something like that. Maybe because he is part of the security team before or whatever. Maybe that's the reason they are not helping, or maybe it implicated the hospital. Maybe, you know, maybe one of the community member might own a hospital or a clinic where the abortion must have been procured. And maybe this is reason, because it's no more just rape. It has gone beyond rape. It has gone beyond people concealing sexual offenses or aiding and abetting of a crime. So maybe that's the reason they are not helping the police or whatever. But until proper investigation commences, everybody who is involved should be apprehended and investigated properly. If found guilty, they should face the law. That's my belief.
Okay, but did you go to the extent of maybe reaching out to the chairman of that particular zone?
ASP Ireti reached out to the chairman because, you know, I'm not a policeman. They will not give me any information. But ASP Ireti, when I brought in ASP Ireti, she reached out. She made effort. Speak to the chairman in my presence there. The chairman said he knows nothing. He denied any knowledge. But how can a chairman deny knowledge of what happened in his community when his managers are aware? When the security is now pointing finger that the managers are aware of what happened. So it's somehow that's to cover it up. Maybe because the woman is poor or the little girl has nobody. But that's why we want to call on the public to come out on this matter and help the victim get justice.
Okay. Okay. So, is there any other thing you would like to add to what you've
And
said?
there is nothing more. I just believe the people should, anytime there is a crime, our community is not the judge and the police. We have law enforcement, we have the courts that should deal with this matter. It's not something maybe anybody who feels is a estate chairman or community chairman should believe he should take charge of it and decide who faces the law and who doesn't face the law. This is wrong. Our community needs to change. If there are such things, we should help the law enforcement, give them the right information, testify when we need to testify, and make sure culprits are brought to justice. It could be anybody's child. I have 15 years old daughters. So, in fact, it's hurtful when such things happen, when such crime happen, and people are trying their best to cover up such crime. It's horrible feeling.